Cranberry sauce sure sounds like a healthy holiday side dish, but don't let the fruit fool you. Here's what you need to know about this goopy goodness before you take your next bite. Yes, cranberries themselves are quite good for you. In fact, a 2010 article published in the Journal of Advances in Nutrition points out berry fruit, including cranberries, represent a rich source of phenolic bioactives that may contribute to human health. No, we don't know what phenolic bioactives are either, but the article goes on to point out that cranberries have positive effects on the urinary tract and your overall cardiovascular health. However, cranberries in their natural form are ridiculously tart. Not all that different from lemons, actually, which means to make them palatable, cranberries are usually consumed in highly processed, sugar-sweetened forms like juice and jellied cranberry sauce.
You know what we say, if it ain't wobbling, you ain't gobbling.
While you may have some control over how much sugar is added to homemade cranberry sauces, if you're eating the store-bought kind, you're basically eating straight sugar. A single serving of Ocean Spray whole berry cranberry sauce, for example, comes packed with 22 grams of sugar, while the jellied version boasts 24 grams. That's a whopping 6 teaspoons of sugar in just a single serving, as much as the American Heart Association says women are supposed to have in an entire day. And then there are the calories to consider. Canned cranberry sauce certainly won't be the worst calorie offender on your Thanksgiving Day or Christmas dinner spread. But because of all the added sugar, a quarter cup of cranberry sauce delivers about 110 calories. Now, if you can't live without the flavor combination of turkey and cranberries, then by all means, enjoy your serving. But if you're dolloping sauce onto your plate out of a weird sense of holiday obligation rather than genuine pleasure, maybe you'd be better off saving those extra calories for a piece of pie or an extra serving of stuffing. So we know that cranberries come packed with good-for-you nutrients, but that's only when we're talking about cranberries in their natural form, not cranberries that have been cooked down, sugared up, and packaged into cans to make holiday preparation easier. If you look at the nutritional content on those cans of Ocean Spray cranberry sauce, you'll see a big fat 0 listed next to every single vitamin and nutrient included on the label, except fiber. A single quarter cup serving does in fact feature 1 lonely gram of fiber. But then again, a serving of a typical pumpkin pie offers almost 4 grams of fiber, 7 grams of protein, and a modest amount of calcium and potassium. And it has less total sugar, too. Granted, pumpkin pie has more fat and total calories, but if you're trying to choose between cranberry sauce or pumpkin pie is more nutritionally sound. It's hard to deny that cranberry sauce adds nostalgic value to a Thanksgiving feast.
Thank you, canned cranberry sauce, for literally looking like a can made out of cranberry sauce.
Plus, according to UCLA's Science and Food blog, the tannins in cranberry skins readily bind to protein and fats, making them the perfect turkey pairing. But canned sauces are hard to support when you consider their lack of nutrients and high sugar content. That's why homemade sauces are clearly the better option. And experts agree, like this loud Food Network man.
Now, see these little cranberries? When they burst in your mouth, girl!
Homemade cranberry sauce is actually not that hard to make, and the berries retain more of their nutritional content, including higher fiber as well as their vitamin C and E. You also have control of how much sugar to use when making homemade sauce, so if you don't mind a tart dish, you can limit how much sugar you add and even opt for natural forms of sugar, such as raw honey. At the end of the day, if you like cranberry sauce, go ahead and enjoy. The holiday season only comes once a year, so there's no harm in a little indulgence. Just don't kid yourself about that canned sauce. It may taste delicious, but that unsettling glop certainly doesn't count as a nutritious serving of fruit.
Unsophisticated.